sister.
Wait, say that again?
We got married in Florida.
Right.
We got divorced, yeah. Because,
When? Where? In Florida?
No, we got divorced here. We weren't getting along together that good.
Like how far in? Like how many years?
So I stayed with my friend, and then I decided I wanted to go back to him. So so what we did, we had to get remarried. I said the church still says we're married. The church did not agree with us getting divorced. According to the church, he and I are still married. Okay. So I said we had our names changed and all that. You know, everything changed because it was a regular, you know, the divorce everybody gets. So we went to Florida and we got me a new ring. That's my ring, my new ring. The other one I lost the other one. And Jeannie and Bob, they stood up for us, right? They stood up for us. You have to have two people. We went to the, where's that you go? The local what? Town hall or somewhere?
Yeah.
And we had to get a certificate to sign it, and we had to get them, you know, man and wife, so we were married according to the state, right?
Right.
But, yeah, because we were divorced. So we had to get our papers right and that.
Wait, so where did you initially get married?
Huh?
Where did you initially get married? Where and when?
St. Peter's Church in Haverstraw.
When?
I came over here in 59. I think it was 60 in May.
And when did you get divorced? What year? How many years in?
I can't even remember. Some years ago.
Yeah, but how many years in? 2 years, 5 years, 10 years?
How old is Teresa?
Teresa, she's 50.
Oh my gosh. So I can't believe it was that long ago. It was a couple of years before Teresa was born.
Okay,
We didn't have no children, right? So it was about so many years before Teresa was born.
All right, well, you just celebrated your anniversary, right? How many years?
But we got married in a church on the 14th of May.
But your anniversary, is that based on
We celebrated.
the first time or the second time?
We weren't separated for too long, not even a year. I went back. But I had to go to Florida to get things done.
Yeah, but this is crazy. This is like, nobody knows this. This is news.
What?
Nobody knows that you got divorced. Like, nobody knows that.
I think the girl, well, don't go telling. I think the girls know once. I think one of the girls knows yet. I think the girls know. I don't know. So we
Why'd you get divorced?
I forgot. There was probably a number of things.
Music?
Huh?
Was Dad like busy with music?
Not sure. We weren't drinking. I was drinking at the time. I don't drink anymore.
You were drinking?
I stay home.
You drank?
I used to drink. Now I used to try to drink. But I don't drink anymore. I don't do anything. I just wanted to stay home and have the children and take.
Who am I talking to? I feel like I'm talking to a different
And then we
person.
couldn't have any children.
So you used to drink.
Couldn't have. It seemed like we weren't going to have any children. So then a priest came to the shrine. His name was Father Bro. He was Canadian. He was a Canadian priest, English Canadian priest or something, French Canadian.
Mm-hmm.
And I heard that he had the gifts of miracles. You know. I thought, well, if that's true, I can't get pregnant. They say my chances are like 1 in 4, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when he came to the shrine, there were so many people there. They all wanted miracles. So I said, I was lining up. When it was my turn, I said, my husband and I have married for a couple of years, and we've been told that our chances are like 1 in 4 having any children, medical problems. So he prayed over me. He prayed over my son. Put his hand here and his hand there. And he said, now, he said, I wouldn't worry what the doctors say anymore. I was so like, Dad was happy, but nothing happened right away. It was almost a year before something happened. I said, you know, let me tell you, this is the truth. He seemed to me like I was going to get, and I believed I was going to get pregnant. And then something happened. I missed a period, and I was about 38, 39 then, right? I missed a period, and then I thought, well, I'm old. I'm old to get pregnant. Maybe I'm going into my change of life. You know what I mean? I didn't know. So I prayed to God. I said, God, I don't know if the priest said I would get pregnant. The way he talked to me, don't have to believe what your doctor said anymore. So I believed that we were going to get pregnant. So I said, now I missed, and I'm getting nauseous in the mornings. I said, we used to go to a Chinese restaurant after church, and I was sitting there at the Chinese restaurant. I said, oh Joe, I'm going to throw up. I said, I think we've been food poisoned. I think we had food poisoning. He said, well, mine's all right. I said, because we don't order the same food. I thought I had food poisoning. And then that happened every day. I said, maybe I'm pregnant. So I said, I'm going to pray to God before I go to the doctor to get a rabbit test. So I said, God, just give me a sign. Please give me a sign to let me know if I'm pregnant or not. If I am, then I'll go to the doctor. I'd like to know, especially since I don't want to go. I lift a lot of stuff. You know what I mean? I'm always lifting stuff. Fixing. So it was not too long after that. It could have been a couple of days. Dad was asleep, and I woke up in the morning. It was still light. That it was light, and we had white curtains. I remember that. And I was just gonna get up when in front of me, floating around my bed, was a little guy about that big. He was a toddler. And he had like gold hair up to his ears. I didn't see any wings. I thought it was an angel, but I saw no wings. And he was in the center of my bed, flying like this. Look, back and forth. And I was just watching him. He was like between my bed and the ceiling. I thought, oh my gosh, look at that little boy. And I thought, he had golden hair, he had one outfit on, and his legs and feet were bare. And he obviously wanted me to see him. I thought, is it an angel? But he doesn't have wings. He's floating. He could go where he wanted. He was going this way and that way. And he did that for a few minutes. And then he disappeared into the air like smoke does when you smoke a cigarette. Mm-hmm. Like he just disappeared. And I thought, oh my gosh, I know what I saw. Oh my gosh. And Dad was still snoring away. So I thought, and then I said to myself, you know what? Maybe that could be my sign. Maybe. So I felt very peaceful. It didn't scare me. So whilst Dad was having breakfast, I said, you'll never believe what I saw before you woke up. He said, Val, I didn't see it, so I don't have much to say about that. But he said, as long as it didn't bother you, it didn't hurt you. I said, no. I definitely saw it. So then I decided maybe that was my sign. So I waited a little while, and I went to the doctor and got a rabbit test. We got rabbit tests in those days. They put your urine with rabbit urine or something like that. And the doctor says, she was so excited. She says, you're pregnant. Oh! I said, well, who do I... she was the one that performed the surgery on me. And she said, I wouldn't miss this for the world, okay? So she wanted me to be her patient. I didn't tell her about the angel, because doctors, she might not believe me. So then after I got to number 6, when I got to child number 6, he said, Miss LeCarey, I think that's enough. I wasn't actually getting stuff like that happening to you. I'm not gonna use any birth control. And she said, that's when you guys were born. She took care of you guys, and she took care of Dominic. I got pregnant again with Dominic after you. Then she said, I'm not going to take, you can't come to me anymore because you're too much of a threat. You got very bad legs. When you get pregnant, your legs get very bad with veins.
No, you had Dominic before us. Dominic's older.
No, Dominic came after.
How? If he came after, he would be younger. He came before us.
You must have been the last one. Oh, yeah, you're right.
Dave and I were 5 and 6.
So I decided, she didn't tell me till after you were born because she didn't know I was having 2. And when I went to, so I went back and forth to get checked. I said, doctor, I'm getting kicks all over the place. It has to be more than one, all over the place. She said, I don't hear. I can only hear one heartbeat. She said, I just don't get two heartbeats. I said, I'm telling you, there's all at once these kicks. What are they? And I got very, very big, very big. And so I had that false alarm with you, right? I had. It looked like you were going to be born, and we got that over with. And I came back to my house. Within another month or so, you were. I got labor pains, and you were born. And
So after David and I, you had
actually, the first time I went, there was a false alarm. The doctor that works along with her, he said, "Let's get this woman out of her misery. Let's take the babies." He almost did. She says, "No, it's a good thing she was there and she wasn't on vacation." She says, "No, no, no. Let's wait and see. Let's wait and see. Let's wait and see." He wanted to take me. He said to take me out of my misery. So, and then in the meantime, Lynn was calling up the shrine, asking the priest to pray because it looked like I was going to have them right there, right? And then it happened. Everything went back to normal. Even the one that helps her, he couldn't believe that. He couldn't believe that. He said, "We're sending her home. Everything's gone back to normal. It's a good thing she waited and didn't listen to him, Francis. You would have been dead. You would have been too young."
Anyways, after us, you had Anne,
So then I went to
Michael,
the same doctor.
Joe, and then Paul, right?
I had you. And then when it was time for me to have the baby, she said, "Oh, Mrs. Akari,
Or wait a second.
you're right. There's another baby there." Not until I was being born, she said, "There's another head there. There's another baby. You were right." She didn't know until you were being born. "There's another one there." So, I guess we were both born together, yeah. David came first. I don't know. Teresa and sister-in-law Tess, they're both godparents for you guys. So you were both born.
Mm-hmm.
Then she said, "Oh my gosh, you have twins." And then she sent somebody to my bed from the local Catholic college, some guy, and he wanted. I know she must have gotten him there, and he says, "I come to talk about your legs." He said, "Are you going to have them stripped? You know what I mean, stripped veins?" And I said,
Okay.
I said, "I don't know." He said, "Well, you can't have any more once you've had them stripped, right?" I thought,
Talking about
she
your
sent
varicose
him.
veins?
She sent him. I said, "No." I said, "I probably won't have them stripped because I'm not gonna end my. I had to think about it. I wanted to get her out of there. I wanted to think about it, but I knew I wasn't going to
Mm-hmm.
until I finished having the babies." So I guess that made the doctor disappointed. And then the doctor came to me before I left. She says, "You can't come back to me." See, I didn't do what she wanted to. She probably wanted me to have my legs stripped and tie my. And I said no. I said, she said, "You can't come here to me. I'm not gonna." She said, "You're." She said, "You're a danger. You're dangerous having babies like that. You could have a blood clot, all kinds of things. You have blood clots." Said, all kinds of things could happen to you. I said, "You know something? You're probably right." I said, "You're probably right, and it's perfectly all right for you to tell me that. But I'm doing this on my own. You know what I mean?"
Mm-hmm.
So she says, "But you can't come back to me. I'm not taking you back." I said, "That's okay." Very disappointed, So it's because she's taking care of all the babies.
Anyways, so
When
after
you were
us.
born, she was on vacation, so I think I got.
Okay. Anyways, after us, you had who? You had Anne next?
I had more than 10. Yeah.
No, David and I were 5 and 6. Next was Anne.
What?
Who was the next kid? Anne, right? Anne.
I had you. Then what happened? I hadn't yet had any miscarriages. Didn't have any miscarriages. Not until after the 10.
I'm talking about the last 4. So Anne, right?
I had Anne and Dominic. It was Anne,
No.
Anne and Jojo. It was one of them. And Michael. let me see. You're the last babies I had in Terrytown Hospital, right? North Terrytown.
All right. Joe is
I
older
had
than
6 babies in Terrytown.
Joe's older than Mike.
So after that,
So Ann, Joe, Mike, and Paul. Right? Yeah.
yes, because
Okay.
Anne was born in Nyack, and Paul was born in Nyack, and so was Michael.
Right.
I just thought about it. All 3 were born in Nyack. So I had 6 babies in Terrytown Hospital.
Mhm.
Then she said, "Don't come back." So I had to find me another doctor. So I had 3 babies, 6. Well, who's the I had 4. No, just a minute.
You had 4 miscarriages,
I
right?
had Joseph and Anne in Nyack,
Mhm.
and then I had Michael. I think it was Michael
Mhm.
and Paul in Good Sam.
Good Sam, right? Yeah.
So there you go. And then it just ended. I was like, I just ended. I didn't have any more. I went into my change of life, just like that, right?
Mhm.
I felt very sad, but that's what happened. So at least it was done naturally. You know what I mean? It's
Mhm.
natural.